And I would like to find out what are your plans to do road shows all over the world and in this country for the new campaign of the Department of Tourism.
The campaign, Love the Philippines, is not a mere branding campaign, but rather a call to action to every Filipino citizen to remember the beauty of our country, to honor our past, and to look forward to the future armed with the virtues, the values of being Filipino, and armed with the knowledge of how blessed we are as a nation. Since the beginning of the Marcos administration, we have sustained the efforts to promote the Philippines by participating in no less than 23 international expos all over the world in collaboration with the Tourism Promotions Board as well as our foreign offices. We have also tried to sustain interest domestically by putting up expos regionally that attempt to bring attention to places that are not necessarily highlighted in the typical branding campaigns. And that is why we launched the Mindanao Tourism Expo, the Northern Luzon Expo, as well as very recently the Central Philippines Tourism Expo. What you can expect is that the call to action to love the Philippines will continue in every region, every province, city, and municipality in the Philippines, and in every jurisdiction where the DOT has a presence and would like to have a presence all over the world. We're also very grateful to our President, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., for affirming the branding campaign for the Department of Tourism and giving his full and all-out support, even as we continue to express our gratitude for his prioritization of tourism. We sincerely hope for the support of our fellow Filipinos and to invoke a sense of pride of place and love of country.
Yes.
And that is truly the intention behind Love the Philippines.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am. Ms. Joyce from Amora.
For the Philippine news agencies. You mentioned that we will be promoting this, of course, regionally. But what can we further expect from this launch of the slogan? Why did we also retain yung Barba? Is it Barba?
You know, the only way to truly honor the Philippines and Philippine tourism is to honor those as well who have exerted so much time, sacrifice, service, and effort towards building up the tourism industry. We recognize the contributions of all of our former secretaries, which we've done this evening, who in their own ways have honored the Philippines through tourism. One of those accomplishments is actually coming up with this particular font that is distinct to the Philippines. And this is known already all over the world, and so we capitalize on its success. At the same time, we recognize that behind the success of the previous branding campaign was also the intention to highlight the rest of the country that we are attempting to do today. We will continue to market the Philippines as fun all over the world, but we will also articulate that the Philippines has so much more to offer in addition to fun. And that is why we are honoring our culture, our history, our heritage, our people, our flavors, and all our other tourism offerings. And we feel that the use of this font that is very familiar to everyone already, as it is what the Philippines is known for, will help us in continuing to campaign for love for the Philippines.
Ms. Rosette of Philippine Star.
Sorry, I read the comments following the launch online, and people are curious because the revamp of such tourism campaign could be costly. How much is the budget for this program?
Well, first of all, I think that the opportunity to honor the assets of the Philippines comes, or rather is, priceless. There is no price that you can put to one's love of country. That being said, there was a bidding process that was conducted at which the winning bidder was DDB, and we would be very happy to provide you with the full details of the breadth of the contract that DDB has secured by way of the procurement process.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, good evening. I'm Eli from eLifestyle Manila. Mayong gabi, and congratulations on the 50th. My question is, since we're already back to normal, everything is already digital. The world is getting smaller. How can we help our farmers or see our local tourism go digital? And how can we, welcome more tourists for this small businessmen to accept local payments through digital platforms? Thank you.
I'm very grateful for that question, for that will give me the opportunity to announce the good news that in a few short weeks we are actually launching the Tourist Lifecycle app, Travel Philippines, in partnership with the Tourism Promotions Board. So this Tourist Lifecycle app attempts to give opportunities to our tourists from all over the world and in the Philippines to get information at the tip of their fingers using this app. It's experience-based, so it curates the experience that you like and tells you which particular region you can go to depending on what interests you. For example, if what interests you is surfing, you simply have to click on that particular tourist experience and it will show you all the regions, provinces, cities, and municipalities that offer that particular tourism product. It goes even further to give opportunities to our travel agencies, our tour operators, as well as our tour guides to connect directly with the tourist, because what it does is it presents to the tourist information about all of these tourism stakeholders that they can contact should they wish to book that particular experience. That being said, we are also now in the process of partnerships with digital platforms for the purpose of giving a digital platform to our traditional providers of touristic experiences. For example, recently we had talks with Grab Philippines, wherein, in collaboration with Grab, as well as our travel agencies, our tour guides, and the like, they would be given a platform by Grab in the Grab app. So imagine being able to book a tour with the convenience of the Grab app and being able to give opportunities to our travel agencies, tour operators, and tour guides to have direct access to the millions of users of Grab. I have also already had talks with Gcash, with whom we are signing very soon a partnership for the purpose of providing such a platform for digital payments for our accredited tourism enterprises. So the effort really is to support, to admit, and to ride on the democratization of travel. We cannot deny it, it is here. And it is up to us to innovate, to ride that wave, and to partner with these digital platforms to give opportunities as far as we can to the farthest reaches of the Philippines, so they too can enjoy the benefits of digitalization. That being said, we have also inked a memorandum of agreement with the DICT to power up no less than 94 destinations across the country, 46 of which have already been completed as of half of this year. And these include Baguio, Palawan, Cebu, Boracay, and various other places.
Thank you, ma'am. May I call on Ms. Stella Arnaldo? And then after that, I guess we'll have to have two more last questions after that because the secretary will have to go back to the concert.
Sir, congratulations. You said that DDB Philippines was responsible for this new tourism slogan and branding campaign. Are they also going to be responsible for the rollout in terms of media placement, advertising, and all that? I'm sure you're thinking of grading that out also.
Stella, thank you for your support for Philippine tourism and for joining us tonight. I hope that you love the new tourism branding campaign. The contracts for the placements, both international and domestic, have already undergone the process of procurement as well. And I have actually already signed the notices of award. And so we will be rolling that out. And Director Ina will provide you with the details of the winning bidders for the placements. Actually, one of them is. Yes. Yes. One of them is also DPB. Yes.
Love the slogan.
Thank you so much.
So many segues we can do. But anyway, one thing I love with the Philippines is the food. I understand you're having a Manila food in Manila festival. And I read, I don't know if that's a popular field, but I had a schedule that goes up to November. Is that the final schedule? I just want to know because food is something I want to promote for the Philippines. Do you have a permanent schedule for this, or you will add more events to that program?
So thank you. Salamat kaayo. I recognize that Filipino food is also one of the many reasons to love the Philippines. And in fact, it's having its heyday all over the world now, with the very first Filipino chef having been awarded a Michelin star. The Manila Food and Wine Festival is an offshoot of the very successful Cebu Food and Wine Festival that was recently completed and participated in by renowned chefs from all over the Philippines. This program in Manila is being spearheaded by our DOT NCR office, and they have already published a set of dates for the participation of the renowned chefs. We would love for you to participate. And as far as sustaining these efforts, what we would like to do really, not just for Manila, but all over the Philippines, is to have all of these events that feed into our tourism products, not just in certain times of the year. Admittedly, there are lean seasons, there are popular seasons, and the challenges of our venues, our provinces, especially in the far-flung areas, are that in the lean seasons, it's difficult to get tourists. And so the effort is to come up with all of these events throughout the year so as to continue to sustain the livelihood of our tourism stakeholders. That includes expanding the Manila Food and Wine Festival as far as the schedules are concerned. That being said, we have identified food and gastronomy to be a priority tourism product for the Philippines. And we have very exciting news about that of an international and global scale, which we will announce in due time. Suffice it to say that it tries to honor the legendary work of our chefs. And may I just add that recently I participated in the United Nations World Tourism Organization Commission meetings, at which no less than the Secretary General of the UNWTO recognized the contributions of our very own UNWTO Ambassador for Gastronomy, Margarita Flores.
Sir and sir. The last
Hi, good evening. I'm Ted Claudio from WhatsApp.ph. First, congratulations to a really good campaign. I think it's really very versatile. So my question is, in this campaign, we talk about the change traveler. So one of the theme is for tourism to be more experiential. So how does community-based tourism, which will actually involve a lot of these tourists being engaged with the community, what's the trust of DOT when it comes to community-based tourism?
Thank you for that question. My answer will be very well demonstrated beginning tomorrow as we begin the Philippine Experience in Davao. It will last from tomorrow until June 30, wherein we will go through the various provinces of the Davao region. and highlight the work of our community-based tourism organizations as well as our LGUs. Basically, we give our tourists an opportunity not just to visit our heritage sites, our beaches, our nature-based destinations, but more importantly, to have experiences with our local tribes, our indigenous peoples, as well as the residents of the local communities. And so we have a curated itinerary for our guests that fully immerses them in authentic and cultural experiences. For example, we will visit the Eagle Sanctuary, we will go to Malagos Farm, we will meet the tribes of Davao, and we will also meet the farmers in the banana plantations, as well as, of course, the local workers in the tourism communities in Davao. This Philippine experience, we will replicate all over the country because after Davao, we will proceed to other regions, and these include Pampanga, Calabarzon, Bicol, including as well Western Visayas and all other parts of the country in our attempt to spread opportunities for tourism as far as possible. I would also like to add that we have continued the community-based tourism organization financial assistance under this administration. Recently, I had the opportunity to meet our community-based tourism organization in Sultan Kudarat, as well as our CBTO in Zamboanga City. And recently, we also gave financial assistance to our CBTO in Iloilo. And this effort continues all over the Philippines so that we can help our CBTOs continue to thrive in their tourism offerings.
Thank you.
Hey, mabuhay. Congratulations. Well, this is my first time to meet you, so I just admire how eloquent and knowledgeable you are with the office that you're handling. My question is, based on your assessment, how beneficial was it for having Vanessa Hudgens to be the face of tourism like months back? And will she still be the face of Love the Philippines?
Love the Philippines is represented in the face, the heart, the mind, the heart and soul of 113 million Filipinos and the diaspora of over 12 million Filipinos all over the world. Vanessa Hudgens is one of them. And we're grateful for her partnership with the Philippines by supporting us to her 50 million followers. But certainly, Love the Philippines is not exclusive. And it is a tourism campaign, a call to action for every Filipino to express their love for the Philippines. It's our love letter to the world. And it's a reminder of how much the world can gain from loving us back.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. I know all of us will have questions because I have my own questions too, but we'll just have to wait for the next press con. Okay, thank you very much, Madam Secretary.
I love the Philippines.